Hey people, how you doing today? This is Curtis here at bullytree.com, and I am here and I'm going to do this video. I suppose there'll be a lot of noise in the background because I'm sitting on my in my courtyard, and I'm outside, and I could hear cars going by on the street and so on and so on. And but I was in my backyard just now, and I was harvesting some tomatoes. You know, I have these awesome tomatoes that I grow. This one is an orange Russian, and I thought I'd show it to you guys. It's one of my favorite varieties. Not only is it very delicious, but it's also very colorful, very bright and colorful, and I like that. Anyway, I was in my backyard and walking through my courtyard, and I was thinking about something that someone sent me this morning, which was a reply to one of my posts on Bully Tree that talked about no dog having a real pedigree anymore, you know. And there obviously was some people, there are some people that don't agree with me, you know. But if you think about it, as in my video, I mentioned Dax, who doesn't, not Dax, I'm sorry, One Gotti, who doesn't have a genuine pedigree. I mean, I did some research on this dog, you know, and I saw that I saw different pedigrees for One Gotti. I saw two different versions of a pedigree, you know, and one of the pedigree was saying that, you know, it was from Camacho Do Good. The other one was saying that the sire was Raider 2, you know. And so it brings me to wonder, why are people upset with me when I try to bring this kind of information to light, you know? Some people, their comments were like, you know, this is old news. I thought you had something insightful. But see, this is what I talk about when I talk about selfishness, you know? It's old news to them. They're not willing to come on the camera and do what I'm doing and share it with the new people. They think they're the only ones that exist, and they're the only ones that will exist, you know? When the truth is, every day there are hundreds of new people, new breeders coming into the bully world that need to know this stuff. No one is doing it, you know? No one is saying, well, you know, da 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 da, or XYZ about the dogs, you know? I am here to do that. I'm here to make people think, you know? I'm not here to hate. I'm not here to hate on your dog or whatever, but we'll get to that. I'm not here to hate. I'm here to make people think, you know? And you can't always put things in a way where it's so nice that it doesn't encourage people to think. So my method of bringing this news to you is just my way of doing it. It's not a hateful way. It's my way of bringing news to you to make you think. So when I say that there are no dogs with seven generation pedigrees anymore, or pedigrees that are real anymore, it's to make you think. Because if you would think closer, there are dogs with real pedigrees, three generations, you know. Because now, you know, people are starting to follow the pedigrees even closer because of online resources like Bullypedia, right? So what I was referring to is, even the dogs that you can trace their pedigrees now, that people are sure of, those pedigrees themselves aren't really genuine. Because if you went back, you would see that in the days of Cali Love Bluegood and Raider 2, sorry, you realize that something is wrong. If you looked on Cali Love Bluegood's side of the family, you would see red dogs that were game bred dogs that were at the time hunting dogs and working dogs and even fighting dogs. And then you come and you look at Raider 2's pedigree on that side, you realize that these dogs are blue dogs, bigger muscles, bigger dogs, bigger heads, and they were all called pit bulls. So why are you mad at me? Obviously, back then something happened. Don't be mad at me for posting it. Don't call me a hater because I said exotic dogs, you know, I don't like them. You know, there's a problem with exotic dogs. Exotic dogs came into the scene, a spin-off of American bullies who weren't even themselves established. American bullies are still not established. Just their standards for them. But look at the dogs. A lot of them look different. You know, the ABKC and other new registries are just now trying to put standards in place, so people will have to breed up to a certain standard. Then the dogs can truly become established. Until then, the dogs are not established. The dogs look different. You'll see one dog with a lot of lip, A lot of dog with a lot of skin. A lot of dog with a lot of, you know, a lot of bone. A lot of one with another one with skinny bone. A lot of one with a high rear. One with a low rear. One with a slightly cow hawk. One with straight legs. They're all different right now. And here comes the exotic bullies before these dogs are even established and change them again and want to give them a different name. How can you establish a dog based on a dog that's not established? How can you establish an American exotic bulldog bully based on the exotic American bulldog bully that's not established? American bully is not established. You can't establish something from something that's not established. What you're establishing is disaster. That's what you're doing. And this is not hating the dogs. I'm just saying people are so greedy nowadays, chasing that money. Okay? And that's what the problem is. The problem is greed. You see? So don't be mad at me because you have 20 people on your side. Let's face the facts. The facts remain that the dogs are not established and exotics are based on a breed of dogs which is an American bully that's not established. So you're gonna take English bulldogs, French bulldogs, whatever you've mixed into them, which is a whole nother topic, and try to establish a dog that's based on a dog that's not established. That's the making of disaster. So you can hate on me all you want for not liking the direction and the place from where the exotic bully came. I'm not hating on the dogs. I love all dogs. I'm hating on how the breeders are perpetrating these schemes to make money. Okay? And I can't agree with that. I would not agree with that. So go back to Juan Gaudi's pedigree. Go back to all of those blue dogs' pedigree and see where they came from. And guess what? I have blue dogs. So I'm proud of you. So don't hate me. I'm just saying it's getting worse the way people are doing it now, and it needs to stop. Okay? So until then, think about that. You know, there are no true pedigrees out here. None. All the dogs that had true pedigrees, they've since dead. Okay? They're dead. They're dead and gone. Okay? And if you find one, you show it to me. Okay? 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years ago, all 8, 9, 10 years ago, all that changed. When Juan Gaudi came in, he didn't come in with a clean pedigree. Yeah, for some people that's old news. For me, that's relevant news. You know, old news is always going to be relevant news. And one more thing, guys. You know, they were talking about on wherever they made the comments about my post that, oh, it's my site and I can do what I want with it. Why don't you build a site? Why don't you do a site and give your point of view? Educate somebody. Instead of jumping on me and talking, you build a site and you educate somebody. I'm putting my neck out there, right? I'm saying I don't care if people don't like me. God loves me. My family loves me. My friends love me. What are you doing? You sitting behind the scene and you waiting for things to blow over, and then you criticize me. And I'm here and I'm saying it's not going to blow over until people start recognizing that the dogs need direction. How's that? Now delete me off of my site. Peace. See you later.